All right, we are into chapter 4, lecture 2. That means we will be discussing about a case study about Finnish cooperative movement. I have borrowed these materials from Pellervo, the network association of all cooperatives. I'm just sharing those materials here and going through all of your thinking to the level that I can do. And let's see how far we can go here. So what is the cooperative movement in Finland? Okay. So this happens since the history, right? Finland became autonomous from Russian Empire. They got own administration, languages, laws, and money. And then came February Manifesto of 1899. Just Russification, withdrawal of autonomy, everything. And intellectuals were mobilized, right? But all of these changes actually has to be economically useful. In 1900, the 90% of the population bound to agriculture in Finland, right? It was more agrarian society. The birth of the Finnish cooperative movement dates back. Hans Giffard and Hedwig Giffard from 1864 to 1933 and 1867 to 1961. They were the forefathers. Farmers' cooperation abroad. They have done that. And then Pellervo, the Confederation of Finnish Cooperatives, founded in 1899. It was a long history it has. The total number of members in primary cooperatives in 2006 has been like this. See the path. You see forestry, this color, meat, red, co-op dairies, like you have this color, co-ops, banks, you have like these, having huge chunk of business, and consumer cooperatives, like you have the huge chunk on that side. And from almost, if you see this part, almost 95, 96, it has been skyrocketed. Okay. Why did cooperation spread so quickly? Because this is the network organization that they made public believe in their philosophy. So this is a new alternative to the existing share market. You can actually own a company through cooperatives by being the member of the cooperative. Okay. Early development happened like this: purchasing, farms, processing, distribution, and organizations and legislations built over the time from 1899, 1901, 1908, and 1928. These were the laws that actually made the whole change in society, right? And development phases went from like periods of operation, World War I independence, World War II, East-West peaceful coexistence, and West wins GATT and EU come into force. WTO becomes a reality, right? But these are the beginning upswing, supply upswing, consensus regulations, internationalization, competition. All of these things happened over the years. So this is a whole map how they have been the third pillar in restoring the economic balance. So from free market, also they were there. Protectionism era also was passed by them. And then also in market economy and globalization since 1980s, they have been active on that side also. So some thrived, some survived, and some died. It's part of the competition. Okay, this is the statistics. If you want to read these in the notes, you can read later. And these are the highest performing or highest numbers of co-ops. Like for example, if you say professional, scientific, and technical activities done by many, temporary work reservation by this level, supermarkets, dairies by this level, and then IT telecommunications at this level, apartments infrastructure at this level. All of these, all sectors are covered by the cooperatives. They are economic entity. They are not just kind of NGOs or civil societies. They are actually challenging in the same market with the free market, um, free markets, and they're building businesses through free market system. Okay. So now there are so many sizes, like from 5 to 9 to over 500, 1,000, over 1,000 people also into the cooperatives. So it became like community ownership. Okay. And these are the figures if you want to read more. And there is this kind of establishment curve, and still ongoing. Slowly, this is a little bit slow at after some stage. Density wise, this is crowded in this side. In the north, it is not much. Increasing number of membership in Finland, right? At least one membership, at least two membership, 56%. At least three membership, some like 26% of the people. Most members in consumer co-ops and co-ops banks, like these are the ideas. 70% are in consumer, that is S group, or OP group. These co-op banks. And S group also has a bank. Everything is controlled by cooperatives. So 7 million memberships. They employ 70% of the workforce. Co-ops count for 12% of the turnover of the 500 largest companies in Finland. 84% are members in at least one cooperative. So the most cooperative in country in the world, like 50s 9,000, 90s 1,000, 15 5,000, right? And these are the sectors. So this is changing the world. In 2014, Finnish Co-operative Act came, and it has acted Limited Liabilities Companies Act as possible, and that has enabled everything that the cooperatives can do. Cooperative business advice and support systems are given by Pellervo and others, and they have good business practices, they have stakeholder value, they have voluntary responsibility and responsibilities as competitive advantage against profitability as competitive advantage. So this is a new philosophy of operation. And these are the various timelines and various development in Finland. If you really want to go deep, that is the best idea you can look into. And nowadays the cooperative hybrids are actually building a lot, right? So all of these are actually into multinational business. Hybrids is like a model with primary cooperatives controlling a PLC, limited company on the open stock market. And hybrid occurs like through these kind of companies and boards now in Finland. And meat cooperatives hybrids are also too many. And Finnish meat cooperatives have internationalized. They have gone to other markets. It has $2.5 billion market turnover. Value group is another on dairy products. Eggs and vegetables are also in the business. Forest sector is also being controlled by the cooperatives. Consumer cooperatives are also on the rise. And S group has become the biggest cooperatives based business. And these are the S group companies in this country. And cooperatives, banks and insurance companies are also emerging. And OP, the another company is called OP actually in Finnish, has cooperative all around Finland. And they have such kind of governance system. This is making a group member bank, and cooperative meetings are there, representative assembly is there, with a supervisory board, board of directors, and managing directors. This is how they have been controlled and managed. And they have even got into housing business. So you saw they are the third pillar the strong pillar in the economy, strong pillar in the society, strong pillar in the consumer choice. Hopefully that made you think through how it could be done. With that note, I will conclude in the next lecture on the learnings, and then we close the course. And please don't forget to engage me in the course forum or through emails. You can join my Facebook group also, or LinkedIn group also, and then interact there. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you for being with me on this journey to understand the third pillar of the society, the strong pillar, balanced pillar of the society. Thank you very much.